get sneak. She a couple years younger, but she better than
a secret admirer. I've been watching you at night.
Hit the cross, said get down low and swing your arm. I said get down low and hit the cross.
Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Now put your hands up in the club. We just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
L-A-M-O-R-O-U-S, yeah. I don't know what you heard about me, but it's a no Cadillac, no birds you can't see.
Post up, round in it, flossing on it. This diamond, my diamond. This rock, my rock.
I take you to the candy shop.
She just wanna pop that bubble gum. She just
1 2 step, I love it. 1 2 step.
Catch me outside, hard like that. Catch me outside, hard like that. Catch me outside, hard like that. Hard like that.
juju on that beat. Now slide, drop, hit them for no stop, ayy. Don't stop, ayy. Don't stop.
Taste it.
Hey! Raindrops.
Drop it low, girl. Drop it low, girl.
Wanna see me drop it. Wanna boom.
Pop, lock and drop it. Pop, lock and drop it.
You know it don't start till 1. That's how they do it, but it's like, yak it to the.
Get your freak on. Is that your chick? Few times been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like
Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. Okay, ladies, now let's get information.
Lean with it, walk with it. Lean with it, walk with it. Lean with it, walk with it.
Come here, rude boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, is you big enough?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we about to get it just a little hot and sweaty in this hoop.
Baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Nolan Harris, and I am the Activities Director at Sprague High School, and I would like to officially welcome you to the 2017 Mr. and Miss Olympian Pageant. Since the inaugural pageant in the late 90s, Oly Pageant has become a symbol within our school and community of the good that young adults are able to accomplish. I have had the privilege, personally, of participating in Oly Pageant from a variety of platforms, as a contestant, as an audience member, as a judge, and now as a coordinator. I've learned a few lessons in this time, and if I may take a moment, I'd like to relay a couple of those to you now. As a contestant, I learned that performing on stage is not as easy as some make it look. Tonight, you will see some funny, entertaining, and impressive performances. Please feel free to encourage the performers, at appropriate times, of course, through your applause and laughter. For indeed, not all of them are stage performers, and I learned as an audience member that we can contribute to their success and the success of the entire program through our energy and encouragement. As a judge, I learned that there's a lot of talent walking the Sprague hallways, and it takes a variety of forms. I'm excited for the variety show you will see tonight. And finally, as a coordinator, I've learned this year that a lot of time goes into planning and the execution of both the fundraising and performance efforts, more than we realize. I'd like quickly to say thank you to Evan Lawson for the hours that we spent counting money. And finally, the most important lesson I've learned this year is don't mess with Maeve. Get out of her way. Get out of her way, let her go, and she'll make you look good. Indeed, both her and Caleb have done a great job this year. Surely the success of this year's pageant has been driven by the dedication of the coordinators and contestants who have devoted much of their school year to raising funds and preparing the show you will see tonight. Words cannot express how proud the Sprague administration, staff, and community are of these young men and women. And now I'd like to call one of our judge coordinators up to introduce our panel of judges. She and Matt Sears have done a great job in getting an all-star panel of judges. Please give a warm welcome for Natalia Perez.
First, we'd like to welcome Nick Simmons. Nick Simmons is a professional track athlete and two-time Olympian in Beijing and London. A seven-time national champion and graduate of Willamette University, he competes internationally and specializes in the 800-meter. Due to the branding restrictions placed on track athletes, he also strives to assist struggling athletes obtain sponsorship. He's determined to change the sport's governing body's marketing restrictions, which only allow minimal advertising dollars to reach track athletes. While most of his races are individual events, Nick views his successes as a team effort. Next, we would like to welcome Abigail Hoppy. Next, we'd like to welcome Abigail Hoppy. Abigail Hoppy is Miss Oregon's outstanding teen. She currently attends West Salem High School, where she is a senior and varsity cheer captain. She hopes to attain a Bachelor in Science and Nursing in order to pursue a career as a registered nurse and diabetes educator. A type 1 diabetic, Abigail uses her experience, position, and love for public speaking to raise awareness for juvenile diabetes. She strives towards turning type 1 into type none. Abigail has a heart for serving and is a special needs Sunday school teacher and mentor and volunteer with many community outreach programs. Finally, we would like to welcome Bill Swancutt. Bill Swancutt graduated from Sprague High School in 2001 and was a former Oly Pageant contestant. While at Sprague, Bill was a standout football player and led the Olympians to its first state final appearance in 2001. He continued his education and football career at Oregon State University, where he was the 24th recipient of the Morris Trophy, recognizing him as the most outstanding defensive lineman in the Pac-10. In 2005, Bill was drafted by the Detroit Lions and played just over 2 seasons in the NFL. He continues to give back to OSU, where he serves on the Board of Athletic Sponsorship Fund Board of Directors. Now let's give a warm round of applause and welcome our 2017 Oly Pageant judges.
Thank you, Natalia, and our judges. We're honored to have you here. And now I'd like to introduce our extremely talented and hardworking coordinators for this year's pageant, who will serve as your MCs for the rest of the evening. First, we have the hilarious Caleb Lounsbury. Caleb is a junior at Sprague and participates in track and soccer for the Olympians. He was a GVC honorable mention midfielder on the soccer field, as well as a team captain. He is involved in the Sprague Leadership Program and diligently serves the student body. I have great respect for his clear judgment and calm demeanor. And his dry delivery is spot on, as you'll see later this evening with the video. It's been a pleasure working with Caleb this year, and I look forward to next year when he will serve Sprague as our ASB Vice President. And our other incredible coordinator is the driven and talented Maeve Robinson. Maeve has been involved in the leadership program at Sprague for 4 years, where, as junior class president, amongst other things, she planned last year's very successful prom. She was a tenacious defender and captain on our girls' soccer team, as well as a force to be reckoned with on our speech and debate team. Like I said earlier, don't mess with Maeve. In addition to being a strong, tough woman, she is warm, welcoming, and makes a positive impact on the community around her. She leads by example And one day, when I asked her peers in class to name a great leader, past or present, their replies were a quick, succinct, Maeve Robinson. She has been an integral piece of the Sprague community throughout her 4 years at Sprague, and we will miss her as she graduates this year and heads to college. She will attend U of O. Mr. Swancutt, we won't hold that against her. Go Beavs. And we are excited to see the new paths that she will forge next year and know that no matter what she dedicates her time to, that she will have success. And now, without further ado, please give a warm round of applause for your 2017 Oly Pageant coordinators, Caleb Lounsbury and Maeve Robinson.
Thank you, Mr. Harris, but go Ducks forever, am I right? Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us at Sprague's 21st Annual Mr. and Miss Olympian Pageant. Your presence here tonight is contributing to our fundraising efforts for Dornbecker Children's Hospital. After a year's hard work, we're all very excited to share with you all that we've done.
Oly Pageant began in 1997 by friends of Jessica Stanford, a Sprague student who was diagnosed with acute lymphocytic leukemia and received treatment at Dornbecker. Jessica fought her cancer until 1996, when she passed away. Though her passing was a tragedy, the legacy that she left will live on forever.
Later during the show, Jessica's mother, Beth Hope, is going to share with us Jessica's story and the bandwidth of her incredible legacy.
But for the moment, we'd like to start with the first judge portion of the pageant, sportswear. The sportswear portion will be worth 10% of the contestants' overall score.
Our first contestant has an affinity for the outdoors and all things airborne, taking the sport of bird watching to new heights, Alex Matat.
This next contestant is a first-round draft pick and a force to reckon with on and off the turf. We only wonder how she can continue to throw a perfect spiral with all those Super Bowl rings weighing down her hand, always menacing with her fearsome teammates in tow. Please welcome Chase Johnson.
Our third contestant has a need for speed, breezing by the competition on 3 wheels. Give it up for Aaron King.
Who knew arguing could be a sport? This contestant sure did. Then again, there's very little knowledge she claims not to possess. Please welcome the master of semantics, the miser of rhetoric, Andrea Herring.
Wax on, wax off. This martial arts master puts even the Karate Kid to shame. Specially trained in the art of wannabe, judo chopping all that stands between himself and glory, Parker Smith.
Our next contestant has a flair for the enthusiastic, but only for her favorite team. This spectator is making referees everywhere cry and kids everywhere embarrassed.
What are you doing? How do you call it that?
Uh-oh, here comes Swanson. Please welcome Andy Damer.
Our next contestant is showcasing reflexes of legendary proportion. Nothing gets by this champion. Representing our country proudly in one of the world's most respected and grueling of sports, Blake Coulthard.
If you couldn't already guess by her formidable stature, this next contestant has broken so many weightlifting records that Coach Minyard had to come up with new charts just to accommodate her. Shelby Alexander.
He wants to know your opinion on his hair today and whether or not his pants make him look fat. Weaseling praise from even the most reluctant of company, please welcome expert compliment fisher, Tanner Sorensen.
Our next contestant marches to the beat of her own drum, as is everyone else. Not even the rain can stop this contestant from electrifying stadiums and parades everywhere. Erica Harrison.
Oly Pageant is not this contestant's first rodeo. Setting the record for the longest and only bull ride to ever take place at Sprague High School, please welcome Austin Kleinman.
Our last contestant makes Harry Potter look like a flea, whizzing around the Quidditch pitch at record speeds and fending off even the darkest of wizards with her sheer talent. Brittany Covington.
Let's get a big round of applause for all of our contestants.
As you could probably tell, each one of them spent countless grueling hours training for that performance.
Next up, we have the talent portion of the pageant. This portion is worth 20% of the contestant's overall score.
Before we begin with the talents, we'd like to share a slideshow of the first 6 contestants. See if you can guess who's who.
Like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes. It feels like a perfect night for breakfast at midnight to fall in love with strangers. Yeah, we're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's misery.
She was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, so she ran away in her sleep and dreamed of paradise,
All you people, can't you see, can't you see?
Now I can move on to facing bigger problems no more. High school drama, graduated with honors, and I'm drinking coffee while I read the paper. I've been saving money, eating only top ramen. Oh.
Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Yes, I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Now it is time for our second judge portion of the night. Once again, the talent portion is worth 20% of the contestant's overall score. Following their talents, each contestant will be asked 2 interview questions that will be worth 10% of the contestant's scores.
First up, we have Chase Johnson performing the song Popular from the musical Wicked, along with Saffron Cooper and Natalie North. In the musical, before the Wicked Witch of the West melted and Glinda the Good appeared in her sparkly bubble, the two were actually roommates at witch school. The Broadway musical Wicked gives a backstory to The Wizard of Oz, where Glinda attempts to befriend Elphaba by trying to make her popular.
Let's welcome Chase to the stage. We just need one extra second. We're having a quick technical difficulty.
Your very first party ever?
Do funerals count?
Your very first party. I know. Let's tell each other something we've never told anyone. I'll go first. Fiero and I are going to be married.
Really? He's asked you already?
Oh no, he doesn't know yet. Now you tell me a secret.
Like what?
Like, why do you always sleep with this funny little green bottle underneath your pillow?
Give it back.
Come on, tell
Give
me.
it to
tell
me
me,
now.
Tell me. Come on, tell me.
It was my mother's. That's all.
That's not fair. I told you a really good one.
My father hates me. That's not the secret. The secret is he has a good reason. It's my fault.
What? What is?
The reason my sister is the way she is. You see, when our mother was carrying Nessa, my father began to worry that the new baby might come out green. He was so worried he made our mother chew milk flowers day and night, only it made Nessa come too soon, with her little legs all tangled. And our mother never woke up, none of which would have ever happened if not for me.
But that was the milk flower's fault, not yours. That might be your secret, Alphaba, but it doesn't make it true. Oh, look, it's tomorrow. And Elfie, is it all right if I call you Elfie?
Well, it's a little perky.
And you can call me Galinda. You see, Elfie, now that we're friends, I've decided to make you my new project.
You really don't have to do that.
I know, that's what makes me so nice. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys, little ways to flirt and flounce. Ooh, I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts, you'll be good at sports, know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you've got an awfully long way to go. Don't be offended by my frank analysis, think of it as personality dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a palace sister and advisor, there's nobody wiser, not when it comes to popular. I know about popular, and with an assist from me to be who you'll be, instead of dreary who you were, well, are, there's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. La, 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 la. We're gonna make you popular. When I see depressing creatures with unprepossessing features, I remind them on their own behalf to think of celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were popular. Please, it's all about popular. It's not about aptitude, it's the way you're viewed. popular like me.
This is never going to work.
Oh, Elfie, you mustn't think that way anymore. Your whole life is going to change, and all because of me. Okay, first, hair. Let me show you how to toss your hair. You just flip it. Or you can use your whole body. Now you try. Well, you'll practice. Now, I will transform your simple frock into a magnificent ball gown. Ball gown! Okay, I'll try again. Ball gown! Is this thing on?
You want me to try?
No, I've got it. Oh, just wear the frock. It's pretty. Now, for the finishing touch. Yep, pink goes good with green. Why, Miss Alphaba, look at you. You're beautiful.
I have to go.
You're welcome. And though you protest your disinterest, I know clandestinely you're gonna grin and bear it, your newfound popularity. La, 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 you'll be popular, just not quite as popular as me.
What a great way to start the night, Chase. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
So Chase, what is your favorite season?
My favorite season is fall because I love like all the leaves that fall and hence fall, you know? And I like all the colors and I can wear all my super warm clothes because I don't have any really clothes for summer because it's cold here.
So true. Chase, what is your greatest accomplishment?
I would say that my greatest accomplishment is growing up and being who I am today, especially in the world that we are. I feel like my parents raised me in a wonderful way, and I just really appreciate them for that. And I think that's honestly, I like who I am, and I want to always be who I am and not make up that part of me, just being me, I guess.
Thank you, Chase.
Our next contestant will be competing in the Sorensen Family Handshake Championships, joined on stage by Kelsey, Kaylee, Carrie, and Soren Sorensen. Please welcome Tanner Sorensen.
You're going.
Sorry, right?
Bye-bye. All right, here we go.
not out. Stay there. Yeah, I did it!
Wow, Tanner, that was quite the knee slapper.
I crushed it.
Tanner, are you ready?
Did I look ready?
Yeah, you look pretty ready. Who was your first crush?
We're putting you on the spot, buddy.
Miranda Cosgrove. iCarly was awesome. She was funny, cute. I mean, I don't know. She's cute. It's whatever.
Who is your hero?
Ooh, it's hard to say anybody but my dad. It sounds kind of almost lame and soppy, but he taught me a lot of good things and taught me who I want to be when I grow up, so probably my dad.
Thank you, Tanner. Please welcome our next contestant, Shelby Alexander, performing a dance that would make John Heater proud.
Shelby, you looked exactly like Napoleon Dynamite out there. That was pretty impressive.
Thank you. This isn't my real hair, in case you were wondering.
So Shelby, what is your spirit animal?
My spirit animal? I think I would have to say my dog, Roxy, because she's like half lab and half wiener dog. So she has like lab face, and she's like really thick, and she's really strong, but she's like really little.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Not in Salem. Hopefully, like, Hopefully in Portland, like doing, like broadcasting on the news if I get past college that far.
Thank you, Shelby.
Thanks, guys.
Let's get a warm round of applause for our first 3 contestants.
Before we continue the talents, we'd like to welcome Beth Hope, Jessica's mother, to the stage to share the story of her incredible life and legacy.
Hi there. Well, I just have to say, I would never have believed 21 years ago, that I would be standing here and Oly Pageant would still be going on. It's really an incredible thrill to continue to get to come and for the pageant to be done in Jessica's memory. One of the things before I talk about Jessica, I wanted to talk about you and kind of the lights up a little bit. I just wondered if anybody else here is here that was at the pageant in 1997. Anybody? Oh, I see a hand raised. A couple people? Wait, are you pointing or are you standing? Stand up. Oh my goodness. Well, I am kind of speechless. I actually have been to pageant 20 times. I missed 1 year. Sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed. The second thing I wanted to say about you is the people sitting here, you are the people that have made this possible. Your family members, friends, community members, judges, people who support Sprague. One of the students said to me just last night that the reason that Oly Pageant continues is because of the Sprague philosophy. And what she meant by that was Sprague really, really cares about its people, its students. I know when I worked at Sprague in the year that I ended up having to go to another school because of funding cuts, I noticed that at the retirement, the going away kind of event, most of the teachers who were retiring after serving their whole professional career at Sprague, and that's the kind of school Sprague is. And I think that's one of the reasons that Oly Pageant is still continuing. These students this year were born, and I was just talking to a couple students from 3 years ago who were the last students who were born the same year, kind of had a tie with Jessica because they were born the year Jessica died in 96. These students this year were born in 99 and 98. So they weren't even born when Jessica was alive and when she died. And we don't have a video this year. I have to be a little bit more coordinated about getting that done soon enough to get it here. But what I wanted you to do, if you don't mind, one of the things that Jessica is most well known for, or was when she was alive, was her smile. So if you will just take a second. In fact, she was voted best smile in her class in 97, the year after she died. So I just want you to close your eyes for just a second. Think of the person that you know that has the best smile in the whole world. And as a part of that is the most encouraging person to any new people that she runs into. Who is that person in your life? Well, that's Jessica. She not only had a great smile, she had the ability to make welcome anybody who wandered into her path. I remember one day when she was sick, a young man came knocking on our door, and I didn't even know who he was. He was tall and kind of bald. He had on a Stussy hat, and he was looking a little skinheadish, and I was a little nervous, but he said, my name is Gary Schmidt, and I met Jessica at some event, I don't even know. Found out later that he was actually the president of his class at Salem Academy, so he was an upright young man, but I had no idea who he was. But he and Jessica had made friends at some event, and he had come to check on her and see how she was doing. And it wasn't just the great kids, it was all of the kids. The kids who didn't make friends with anybody. Jessica would make friends with them. And what I wanted to do is, since we don't have a video, if you don't know, if this is your very, very first pageant, the reason Lovey is here is because at Jessica's service, we asked students and Jessica's friends to bring stuffed animals for us to take to Dornbecker. And so they did. So we had 300 stuffed animals that we ended up getting to drive up to Dornbecker. It took us 2 trips because they wouldn't fit in our minivan. And we took all the animals up there and got to actually hand them out to patients, left some of them in the waiting rooms of some of the areas where the kids played. And there were just a couple that were too loved already, and so that's how I ended up with Lovey. She was a little bit too loved for somebody to take her, and so I have slept with her every night ever since, except one time when I left her at my brother's house in California, and he had to FedEx her to me. So what I'm going to do is just, for a minute, since we don't have a video, I'm just going to read from Jessica's journal to give you an idea of who she was. This is dated May 31st, 1995, just a few weeks after she was diagnosed. I haven't written in a journal since April 29th. A lot has happened since then, so I think it would be wise to start back and work my way until now so I'll be able to remember everything correctly. Saturday, I'm skipping a little bit. Saturday, April 29th was State Choir Fest at Corvallis. OSU, I think. Sorry. Yes, Jessica, it was OSU. It was formerly called the OSAA State Choir Festival, I think. We got there on buses, watched a few choirs sing, and then we sang at about 3 or 3:30. We sang Hilek, All That Hath Life, Sanctus, etc. Pretty well. And then we did the sight singing. Ugh. If you're in choir, you probably relate to that. But I guess that we still did pretty well in there. I can't remember our score. Well, we walked to Burger King for lunch. Bonnie, Bill, Margaret, me, and 2 other girls whose names are on the tip of my tongue. And she has Julia written in the margin, so she did remember one of them. But I had a great laugh, singing in the bathroom, skipping in a chain, and all around having a blast. I saw both Andy and Alyssa sing, and they both did a great job. Andy made the wildest bet, but that would take forever to explain. I wish I knew what that was. All said and done, we tied with Centennial for 3rd place. First year with Mr. C, Mr. Christensen, and we got 3rd. Big smiley face. After all the screaming and hugging, South got 1st, and then we drove home. That night, I didn't go to sleep until 2 a.m., then woke up sore in my arms and very grumpy, I think that word says. I stayed home to get some rest. At about 12:30, my upper arms hurt, my chest hurt, my voice was doing crazy things, and I called Mom and Dad. They came home to find me laying in the papasan, scared and in pain. They took my temp and gave me pills, and I felt a little bit better. I didn't go to school the next day, and she had trouble sleeping. And then she stayed home on May 2nd, that Tuesday. Mom took me to see Dr. Schulte, and he ordered a blood and urine test after he examined me. The blood test was not fun. So the results came in about 6 or 7. I was at home watching TV when Dr. Schulte called and said he found that I was acutely anemic. He wanted me to go to my mom's OBGYN, Dr. Schonbaum, so he could have a look at me that night at Salem Hospital, actually as soon as possible. So Mom and Dad rushed me to the hospital's emergency room waiting room. The nurses station finally got it through their thick skulls that all they had to do was page Dr. Schonbaum. I guess it took longer than she thought it should. And I was whisked into a little curtained, 3 walls, 1 curtain room where I was clothed in a pink thing and paper pants. Yeehaw. Dr. S figured that there was some, and she says eternal, but I think she means internal bleeding, and that was why I had lost the blood. So I ordered another blood test and ultrasound. The bladder catheter was not pleasant, and neither was the goop they used to do an ultrasound. Not only that, but I couldn't make heads or tails of the gray, white, and black blobs everywhere. So anyway, we went home. The next morning, we went back to the clinic to have another blood test. I detest blood tests. About 1:30, I was watching Lethal Weapon at home, and Dad came home. I was right at the part where Lethal Weapon 3. I was right at the part where Murtaugh finds out that he just killed a friend of his son's. Dad asked me to turn off the movie as he sat down on the stool next to my papasan. Family meeting. I think that says ugh. You may have leukemia, Dad. Silence, crying, wow. It's not the same treatments like your aunt had. Things have changed and the doctors know more, Mom. Tears, hanky, wow. I won't let this beat me. Turn the movie back on. I just like knowing that someone is having a worse day than me. We told Esther and Bethany when they came home, flowers arrived from Jane Wolfe at about 2:45. It was like, people, I'm not dead yet. And that's Jessica. She had a great smile. She was strong. She never complained about being sick. She took all her meds, and still she didn't survive. But Dornbecker did all that they could, and I just want to say I had an opportunity about a year and a half ago to call Jessica's doctor, Dr. Wolfe, because one of my other daughters was having some medical issues, and he was great. I couldn't believe he was still working. He's semi-retired, but he was able to refer us to other doctors at OHSU, and my daughter's doing great. But I just want to read the last thing that is everything that is about Jessica. God is in control of all things. He has a plan that is being carried out as I write this. Angels are watching over me. What have I to fear? Death? That is only one more step to heaven. God is in control. I don't know. Maybe the pageant's still going because Jessica wants to keep telling people about her love for Jesus Christ. I don't know. But I just have to say thank you. Thank you to these students. Thank you to Maeve and Caleb. Thank you to Nolan. Thank you all. I can't ever tell you how much this means to me and Jessica's sisters, Esther and Bethany, and their dad, Bob. I just can't. So thank you, and know that you are always a part of my family. Thanks.
Thank you so much for sharing Jessica's story, Beth. We're all incredibly honored to be a part of something so meaningful. We hope Oly Pageant can continue Jessica's legacy for many, many years.
Now it's time for more talents. We'd like to next welcome Austin Kleinman to the stage, who will be performing a comedy mashup he likes to call Random Thoughts of Austin.
Check. All right. I knew it was on. I just have always wanted to do that. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? You guys having fun? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I was just excited to come up here because it's really hot downstairs, and but they said I couldn't just stand here for my whole talent, so I have to do something. So the word "okay" is kind of a weird word. I was wondering, is there a long version of "okay"? Like what's "okay" short for? You know, maybe it's "okie dokie," but I think there'd be so many situations that would be different. Like, are you feeling okie dokie? The surgeon comes out. She's gonna be okie dokie. Your behavior in this office is not okie dokie. You're about to get in a fight. Okie dokie, let's do this. Okie dokie, tough guy. Okie dokie. My friend has cat-like reflexes. He's not really all that quick, but sometimes he'll get up and run out of the room for no reason. One time on vacation, my family and I went snorkeling / surprise drinking a lot of water through a giant straw. Snorkeling's really weird. It goes from being really fun to killing you way faster. Man, drowning. I think that'd be a terrible way to die. But I think it'd be a little less terrible if just before you were really thirsty. I think the appliance that we're all closest with is our refrigerator. It's the only one that we have a nickname for. We call it the fridge. We don't really do that with anything else. We're not like, oh yeah, you can just put that plate in the ishwa. The other day, I was having lunch with a friend, and the bill came. And I said, oh, I got this, it's my treat. And he said, are you sure? Has anyone ever backed out at that point? Like, I'm glad you brought that up. Surprise, I'm broke. You got this. I came home late the other night, about 11:30 or 12, and went to the kitchen, got something to eat, and then sat down and was watching TV for a little while. And after about a half hour or so, my mom calls out from her bedroom, Austin, is that you? Man, you better hope it's me. Otherwise, you have let a murderer get very comfortable in our own house. I think dying in your sleep, I think that'd be the best way to die. That's how I want to die. That's why when I'm in a really dangerous situation, I'll just close my eyes and say, go to sleep. Come on. Get drowsy. You can beat this. Saying I'm sorry and I apologize are basically the same thing, unless you're at a funeral. A play is a lot like a burlap sack. I wouldn't really want to be in either. I was at a party a couple years ago, and I met this couple, and they said their name was John and Jane Doe. And I was like, that's crazy, what are the odds of that happening? That's so awesome. I'm not the smartest guy. I realized a couple weeks ago, yeah, they were probably lying to me. So I looked them up, and I'm sad to report that they were murdered. A fire is a great place for a ghost story, but really only a campfire. You can't be like, ooh, a burning building, everyone gather around, gather around. It's like, we gotta put this fire out, man. We can't be telling ghost stories. I was walking down the hall the other day, and I heard this guy say to his friend, man, I'm really good at checkers. Which is kind of the same as saying, man, I'm not really good at a lot of things. I think when a Dalmatian sees a cow, he must think, what the heck happened to him? And when a cow sees a Dalmatian, he must be like, he looks amazing. Man, I gotta get in shape. So I went to book a hotel a couple weeks ago, and they had a hotel wizard on their website for me to use. And I was like, awesome, okay. And then I went to get a rental car, and they had a car wizard for me to use. I was like, that's awesome. But why aren't there any, car warlocks or anything like that? Is a warlock the same thing as a witch? Does anyone know? Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering if you didn't have a date here tonight. I'm a pretty cautious person. I've never been like bungee jumping or anything like that. The closest I've been was being born. If I was blind, I think I'd wear a blindfold everywhere I went. And then people would follow me and be like, that guy's freaking awesome. He walked around all day with a blindfold and he didn't take it off once. It's awesome. My grandma, she got me a gift card. Hey, Grandma. She got me a gift card for Christmas. And she said, and it was a gift card, JCPenney's. And she said, all right, don't go spending that all in one place. I was like, Grandma, I have to. That's the point of a gift card. And I'm not going back to JCPenney's. So thanks for the $10. I think when a person dies from hang gliding, their last thought is probably, I knew it. Their second to last thought is probably, whee! When someone has a kid, they always have to show you a picture of their kid. But then, when I pull out a picture of me to show to their kid, I'm weird. What kind of one-way street is that? When someone shows you a picture of their kid, the thing they really don't want to hear is, oh yeah, I got some pictures of your kid too. You know, I really like bubble wrap. You know, popping the little bubbles. I mean, everyone does, right? The bigger, the better, right? But I can't imagine that they get a lot of work done at the bubble wrap factory. I've met a lot of people who are passive aggressive. I mean, you guys probably have. There's probably a couple in here. But I've never met anyone who's aggressive passive. Like, I don't want tacos, maybe. You know, my mom, she raised me to be a man of my word. And that word is unreliable. You know, do you ever feel like you're making a connection with a stranger and then you're not? Like, the other day I was in the supermarket and I saw this lady spanking her kid. So I went up to them and I was like, yeah, get him. And then she got all mad at me. I was like, wow, I'm on your side here. Crazy lady. You know, I've seen a lot of proud sponsors of things, but I'd like to see a reluctant sponsor. Subaru, reluctant sponsor of the WNBA. All right, thank you guys. That's all for me.
Thank you, Austin. That was very entertaining.
Thanks. You're welcome. Thanks.
So Austin,
Yes.
what is your favorite day of the year?
Ooh. Calendar or day of the week?
Up to you. But it's a year, so probably calendar.
52 weeks in a year. 52 days, 52 weeks in a year. Yeah, no, that was right, okay. I'd have to go with Tuesday, April 20th. Or April 21st. Only the days that, you know, every 7 years when the 21st lands on.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Tuesday, yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Probably that one.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Austin, if you could meet anyone from history, who would it be and why?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Did you think of that?
No.
Okay.
We got it.
Probably Abraham Lincoln.
Why is that?
I don't know. He just grows a really good beard. I was just wondering how he did it.
Yeah, he does the top hat well, too.
Yeah, the top hat, too.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Okay.
It's good, yeah.
Well, thank you, Austin. Let's give it up for Austin.
Next up, we have Brittany Covington performing the song Last Hope by Paramore on the piano. Let's hear it for Brittany.
I don't even know myself at all. Thought I would be happy by now. The more I try to push it out, realize gotta let go of control. Gotta let it happen. Gotta let it happen. Gotta let it happen. Gotta let it happen. spark, but it's enough to keep me going. And when it's dark out, no one's around, it keeps glowing. Every night I try my best to dream tomorrow makes it better, and wake up to the cold reality and not a thing has changed, but it will happen. Gotta let it happen. Gotta let it happen. Gotta let it happen. It's just a spark, but it's enough to keep me going. And when it's dark out, no one's around, it keeps glowing. It's just a spark, but it's enough to keep me going. And when it's dark out, no one's around, it keeps glowing. And the salt in my wounds isn't burning any more than it used to. It's not that I don't feel the pain, it's just I'm not afraid of hurting anymore. And the blood in these veins isn't pumping any less than it ever has. And that's the hope I have, the only thing I know is keeping me alive. Alive. Gotta let it happen. 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 So let it happen. It's just a spark, but it's enough to keep me going. And when it's dark out, no one's around, it keeps glowing. It's just a spark, but it's enough to keep me going. And when it's dark out, no one's around, it keeps glowing. That was amazing, Brittany.
Brittany, what's the one place you wish you could travel?
Personally, I really wish I could travel to Paris. I've been wanting to go there ever since I was younger, and now I'm in my 4th year of French, and now it seems like, practical, almost like a cultural study, so.
What inspired you to join Oly Pageant?
So for me, I have found out that, I've discovered, I should say, that for me, my calling in life is helping other people. I plan on going into therapy, and for me, Oly Pageant, being part of this, was my first stepping stone to really gearing myself towards dedicating the rest of my life to helping others.
Let's hear it for Brittany.
Thank you so much.
Now, before our 15-minute intermission, we have one more talent. Please welcome Blake Coulthard to the stage as he performs a Backstreet Boys song and dance routine, along with Landon Merznick, Ian Stack, and Nate Harder.
Yeah, you are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way. And we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Am I your fire, the one desire? Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now I can see that we're falling apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are. You are. You are. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way.
Thank you, Blake. That was inspirational.
So Blake, what was your favorite grade?
My favorite grade was first grade, because you could get away with just about anything.
What's your favorite high school memory?
Well, July Blake is telling me to say graduation, but, you know, Oly Pageant probably.
Good answer. Let's hear it for Blake, everyone.
And that concludes our first act. See you all in 15 minutes for Act 2.
Welcome back. Before we begin our second act, we'd like to let the audience know that there will be a dash for cash after the next talent, in which 10 of the contestants will have 2 minutes to make their way around the audience and try to collect as many donations as possible.
Please prepare the amount you'd like to donate in the form of cash or check, with all checks made out to Sprague High School.
Before we begin, we'd like to show another slideshow featuring photos of the contestants performing in this act.
We used to sing. Just like that.
I hope this old train breaks down, then I could take a walk around, see what there is to see. Time is just a melody with all the people in the street walking fast as the feet can take them out. Just from the mountains high to the wave-crashed coast, there's a way to find better days. I know it's been a long, hard ride, got a ways to go, but this is still the place that we all.
Now, without further ado, we'd like to welcome Andy Damer to the stage. She'll be singing the song I Won't Say I'm in Love from the Disney musical Hercules, along with Kylie Johnson, Katie Eller, Casey Saunders, and accompanied on the piano by Natalie North.
Let's hear it for Andy.
If there's a price for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that. No man is worth the aggravation. That's ancient history, been there, done that. Who do you think you're kidding? He's the earth and heaven too. You try to keep it hidden, honey. We can see right through you. Girl, you can't conceal it. We know how you feel and who you thinking of. Say it, no, no. You swoon, you sigh, why deny it? It's too cliche. I won't say I'm in love. Shut up, shut up. I thought my heart had learned its lesson. It feels so good when you start out. My head is screaming, get a grip, girl. Say you're in love. Unless you're dying to cry your heart out. get hip. Oh no. Face it like a grown up when you're gonna own up that you got it bad. Oh, no chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no. Give up, give in, check the grin, you're in love. The scene won't play, I won't say I'm in love. You're doing love. Your way off base, I won't say it. She won't say it, no. Get off my case, I won't say it. Girl, don't be proud, it's okay, you're in love. Oh, at least out loud, I won't say I'm in love. Shut it, la 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 la.
That was incredible, Andy.
Thank you.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I think I would talk to animals because I could definitely train my pets easier. And when my cat would try to run out, I could explain to him why that's a bad decision and why staying with us is better.
Communication is key.
Exactly, thank you.
So, Andy, what are your plans after high school?
College, go Ducks, woo! Hopefully studying architecture or business and just having fun, being happy, so.
Thank you.
Give it up for Andy, everyone. All right, folks, now it's time for the Dash for Cash. The contestants will have 2 minutes to make their way around the audience to collect as many donations as they can in the form of cash or check. Once again, all checks must be made out to Sprague High School. Contestants, are you ready?
Ready, set, go.
Well, good job, contestants. That was the most athletic I've ever seen some of you.
Thank you all so much for participating in the Dash for Cash. Every dollar goes to Dornbeckers.
Now it's time for our next talent. Let's give a warm welcome to Aaron King, who will be performing a Bruno Mars medley dance that he choreographed himself. Joining him on stage will be Nate and Seth Rediger, Grace Carter, Eric Martin, Conan Myers, and his lovely mother, Joy King. Give it up for Aaron, everyone.
Now look at you walking in here looking all pretty and angry and mean and good. I know you didn't get your hair done, so you can just sit down and just sit still.
Hey, we trying to have a good time tonight. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. It's my birthday. No, it's not. But I still look good, though. How come? Ow. I bet you want an autograph. You and your fans. Gotta do it at the penthouse. That's why I keep my pen. What you can't dance, ain't got rhythm. What you got a man? I don't see you with him. Put your phone down. Let's get it. Forget your Instagram and your Twitter. Got me like, whoa. Wait a minute. You need to take a minute. Loosen them shoulders up. Pull it up. Let's work. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna kick my feet up, then stare at the fan. Turn the TV on, throw my hand in my pants. Nobody's gonna tell me I can't. Nah, I'll be lounging on the couch, just chilling in my Snuggie. Click to MTV so they can teach me how to Dougie. 'Cause in my castle, I'm the freaking man. Oh, yes, I said it. known to give the color red the blues. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Can I just say I'm so jealous of your dancing talent?
Thanks, man.
So, Aaron, a very serious question here. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Well, so I remember one time in first grade I got asked this question, and I said carrots. And then I realized that was a big fat lie. So if I had to eat anything for the rest of my life, I'd probably eat jelly beans.
Great answer. What's your favorite high school memory?
Hands down, my favorite high school memory is being a part of Oly Pageant for the last 2 years actually. I've grown so much as an individual, learning to give back to the community, and it's just been such a great thing to be a part of something that's bigger than myself, and just growing alongside all these amazing individuals who are doing something outside of themselves for a greater cause. And just, that's really helped me a lot, prepared me for the future.
Thank you, Aaron. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Next up, we have Erica Harrison performing Riptide by Vance Joy, as arranged by Jim McMillan for Vitamin String Quartet. Joining her on stage will be Evan Lawson, Abigail Laverdure, and Michael Van Evil.
Let's hear it for Erica. incredible, Erica.
Thanks.
Where are we on the questions?
1 second.
It's a lot of paper.
Erica, what is your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is probably my birthday because it's all about me.
Relatable, huh? What is your dream career?
So right now I'm thinking that I want to go into public policy, probably with an economics specialization. Sorry if that's not like fun and cool, but I'm kind of nerdy in general, so.
Thank you, Erica. Let's hear it for Erica.
Our next contestant will be performing the Saturday Night Live sketch, Matt Foley, motivational speaker, along with Nate Harder, Landon Mersnick, Zach Matot, and Saffron Cooper. Give it up for Alex Matot.
Brian, Stacy, your mother Ellen and I are so glad you decided to join us for this family communication session.
So, what's up? You guys getting divorced or something?
No, we just wanted the family to talk as a group.
Okay, well, let's get started.
Okay, well, Stacy, Brian, your father Ted and I are a little bit concerned. Celia, the cleaning lady, was in the family room, and she found your guys' report cards.
Now, we're not here to come down on you. I mean, that's not what we're about, all right?
We're just a little concerned that your bad grades could lead to other bad things.
Drugs, crime, dropping out of school.
Well, we know you don't want to hear this from us.
Sure, I mean, we're your parents. Who wants to hear this kind of stuff from their parents, huh?
Your father and I came up with a brilliant idea to give you kids some direction. A motivational speaker.
You know, one of those guys who talks to big groups at high schools and churches.
You mean to come to the house?
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Hey, come on, guys. Just let me back a few bucks. All right. His name is Matt Foley. Now, he's been down in the basement drinking coffee for about the last 4 hours now, and he should be all ready to go. I'll call him up. Matt, we're ready for you. His speech is called Go For It. So he's used to big groups, so make him feel like there's a crowd here. Matt, come on up, buddy.
All right. How's everybody doing today? Good. Now, as your father has probably already told you, my name is Matt Foley, and I'm a motivational speaker. So, let's get this started by me giving you a little bit of a scenario of what my life is all about. First, I am 35 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. You kids are probably saying to yourself that you're gonna go out there and get the world by the tail, wrap it around and pull it down and put it in your pocket. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're gonna go out there and you're probably gonna find out that you're not gonna amount to jack squat. You're gonna be eating a steady diet of government cheese, living in a van down by the river. Now, young man, what is it you wanna do with your life?
Well, actually, Matt, I kind of want to be a writer.
Well, Lottie freaking da! We've got ourselves a writer! Hey, Dad, I can't see too good. Is that Bill Shakespeare?
Actually, Ellen and I have encouraged Brian in his writings.
Dad, I wish you would just shut your big yapper. Brian, from what I've heard, you've been using your papers not for writing, but for drawing doodles. You'll have plenty of time for drawing doodles when you're living in a van down by the river. Now, young lady, what is it you want to do with your life?
I want to live in a van down by the river.
Well, you'll have plenty of time for living in a van down by the river when you'll be living in the van down by the river. Now, you kids are probably asking yourselves, hey, Matt, what can I do to get back on the right track? Well, the way I see it, there's only one solution. I'm grabbing my bags, and I'm moving in with you, buddy. We're gonna be buddies. We're gonna be pals. We're gonna wrestle around. Old Matt's gonna be your shadow. Here's you, there's Matt. There's you, whoa! Whoopsie daisies. We're gonna have to clean that up later. my buddies, my pals, my amigos. I'm gonna go get my bags.
Wait, Matt, you don't have to go.
Yeah, you really don't have to do that. We'll never get bad grades again.
Thank you for everything you've done.
I don't give a rat's behind. I'm grabbing my bags and I'm moving in because I am sick and tired of living in a van down by the river.
Is the back door locked?
Yes.
We love you, Dad.
I love you too.
That was enthralling.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. If you were stranded on a desert island and could only bring one book with you, what would it be?
One what?
One book.
Book? Probably a book about like the local like flora and fauna, so I know like what to eat and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pragmatic.
Yeah.
What is your greatest accomplishment?
I think that my greatest accomplishment is being able to participate in Oly Pageant.
Let's hear it for Alex, everyone. Thank you. Next up, we have Andrea Herring, who will be performing a number she likes to call The Evolution of Dad Dancing with Kylie Field and Gracie Fowl. Let's hear it for Andrea, everyone.
First up, we have the belt grabber. We don't want to see London or France, so you better pull up those underpants. Look at those quality belts. 5 for $20 at Kmart, folks.
Here we have the lawn mower. Gotta keep that grass groomed. We don't want the neighbors to think poorly of us. Speaking of neighbors, we have a welcoming hello to the neighbors you've never actually held a conversation with.
Next up, we have the tried and true move called the Stop It Dad. You're embarrassing me. Because all dads have embarrassing dance moves.
Here we have our dads getting in some low impact cardio on the elliptical. Gotta keep that blood pressure down. Oh, and stay easy on that back.
Seriously? Use your beep turn signal. Oh man, these dads are pros at honking their horns. Look at them go.
Oh dear, it looks as though the kids are fighting in the back seat again. These dads are threatening to turn the car around if they don't improve their attitudes fast.
Parallel parking is not the only time these dads like to back it up. Check out these sweet moves.
Oh dear, oh no, dads, you're not doing the same dance. Not at all, not even close. No, you can stop that now.
Here we have the honey, we'll be late. Honey, you look great. We're going to be late. These extra 5 minutes don't make those extra 5 pounds disappear. We gotta go! It's not called being fashionably late when we show up late every time.
No way. No way. The Patriots won. We won the game. This is the greatest day of our lives. Yeah, honey, getting married was really nice too, but we won.
Here we have our dads making an appearance at the Republican National Convention. John Kasich and Marco Rubio look like prime candidates for the 2016 election. What a convention.
And here we have them at the Democratic National Convention. Feel the burn. Bernie Sanders forever.
Does anyone want to tell these dads that they're not clapping along to the beat of the song? Not even close? Nope? Okay, we'll just move on then.
Oh man, look at these groovy moves. I believe this one is called the Groovy Hitchhiker. Do these dads know how to pull this move off or what? We'd give them a ride any day.
Ooh, look, It's the world's largest ball of yarn. Ooh, look, it's a giant water tower painted like an orange. Here we have the random pointer that dads go to on any family road trip.
I have no words for this grab and thrust. Can we please just forget this one ever happened?
While these dads may lack in their skills doing the Macarena, their enthusiasm by far makes up for that.
Check out those elbows. These dads are on fire. How is it even possible to be this good?
These super splendid snakes sure are slippery. Did we somehow travel to the Amazon? Look at these snakes. They're so realistic. Watch your step.
Now, while this may not be the correct way to spell YMCA, I'm sure we all understand what they're trying to do. It's a hard sequence of letters to spell. I mean, it's not like there's a song about it or anything.
Look at these responsible dads watering their freshly cut lawn. Their lawn is going to be the talk of the cul-de-sac. Look at the precision of that water distribution.
My fellow dads, who doesn't love to go fishing? That feeling of reeling in the big one is really like no other. Dinner is going to be a good one tonight.
Who doesn't love clean ears? Even better, who doesn't love turning a daily task into a dance?
Are you all seeing these great moves? They're ones for the books. Look at these dads shaking their booties. Oh no, it seems as though something has gone wrong. Dads, are you okay? It seems as though they may have hurt their backs. Do you guys need some aspirin? Yeah, go sit down. You've been dancing like crazy kids. Let's hear it for Andrea.
Thank you, Andrea. That was touching.
I worked very hard on it. Wanted it to be emotional.
Consider us moved. So, Andrea, if you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
I would probably buy an island and move away and only talk to my family ever again.
All right. What inspired you to be an Oly Pageant?
So when I was in middle school, I was actually a patient at Dornbecker. I was diagnosed with scoliosis, and it was very rapidly progressing. So I ended up having a pretty quickly scheduled surgery up there, and I was a patient up there for about a week. I ended up with 2 rods and 13 screws in my spine, and I had to relearn how to walk and run and sit and basically do everything. And so just being able to experience that firsthand care and being able to see all the amazing things they do and just experience that firsthand was just really amazing. And I just really wanted to help out such an amazing organization, continue to help people whether or not they can afford it. So.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
And last, but certainly not least, we'd like to welcome Parker Smith to the stage to perform the song Beautiful City from the musical Godspell.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of our night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? One pale thin ray reaching for the day. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. We may not reach the ending, can start slowly but truly mending, brick by brick and heart by heart. Now, maybe now we start learning how we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. When your trust is all but shattered, when your faith is all but killed, you can give up, bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we finally a city of men. A city of men.
Thank you, Parker. That was beautiful.
Okay. Who is the cutest U.S. president?
You know, I know my answer right away. Theodore Roosevelt. You know, that mustache gets me all the time.
It's the rugged type, yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I see myself, for the moment, in medical school, in debt with a family, but happy.
That's what counts. Thank you, Parker. All right, everyone, that concludes the talent portion of the night. Before we begin with the next judge portion of the night, we'd like to share a film that we made just for you. But first, we'd like to call all relatives escorting contestants backstage for formal wear.
Now for the video. We may not be professionals, but we hope you enjoy watching it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Jimmy, this is the new temp, Ryan.
Oh, it's nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. Gosh, dang it, Jim! Michael, he put my stuff in Jello again.
How did you know it was me?
Remember your ABCs: airway, breathing, and circulation.
Okay, now that could be confusing because in sales, ABC means always be closing.
This is a farce. I should be the one teaching this course.
Shut it. We found ourselves on the less prepared side of things when our office workers' his heart went berserk, and I knew exactly what to do. But in much more real sense, I had no idea what to do. So I decided to put together this CPR training course, but you can't get the practice dummy without the instructor and, you know, Red Cross and racket.
I can't keep doing this forever.
It's been like 20 seconds.
Call it.
Would you like to try next?
Absolutely, I would not.
I'll go.
That's too fast. It needs to be 100 beats per minute.
Okay, yeah, that's hard to keep track of. How many is that per hour?
And how is that going to help you?
I will divide and count to it.
Right.
Okay, so the trick is Pump to the song Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. You know that song?
Yes, I do. I love that song. First I was afraid, I was petrified.
No, it's staying alive,
got it,
staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive.
Oh, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud, women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born, but it's alright, it's okay. You can look the other way. Do 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 do.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive.
Okay, so you didn't maintain 100 beats per minute, so you lost him.
Okay, so he's dead. Does anyone know what we do now? Anyone? Rose?
I have no idea.
Anyone else? Anyone?
Oh, we bury him.
Wrong! Check for an organ donor card. We only have a few minutes to harvest.
He has no wallet. I already checked.
He is an organ donor.
He is? Give me ice in a bucket. Here we go. Now we search for the organs. Where's the heart? The precious heart.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh my goodness, are you okay? Oh my
Dwight!
Creed's eating an apple, but I found a potato.
Hey, Creed.
Hey, what's up?
Come on. Hey, everybody. Smile.
Disposable cameras are fun, although it does seem wasteful and you don't ever get to see your pictures. If it's an important event that you want to remember, I recommend using a real camera.
Block! Bam! 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 Broken arm! Bam! Broken hip! Bam! 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 Broken nose!
Once a year, Dwight holds a seminar updating us on the newest developments in the world of karate. Because, as we all know, the one thing 1,000-year-old martial arts always do is change.
Pretend you guys are the Yokosuka clan, and you're being attacked by the triads. Your sensei is absent. What do you do to protect yourselves? Well, you can never go wrong with a throat punch. What's that?
Okay, so there's no defense for that. Good to know.
Actually, there is a defense for that, Jim. Kevin, attack me.
No way. Last time you pulled my pants down, and then you tried to choke me with my shoelaces.
False. I did choke you with your shoelaces. Now come at me.
Okay, with all due respect to everyone in this room, I think the most worthy opponent of you is you.
That is correct, unless there are measles present.
Let's just say Dwight came at you with a throat punch. How would you, Dwight, defend it?
I come at myself with a throat punch. Block. Grasp wrist like such.
What if he comes at you with the other hand, because he does have two?
Throat punch, absorb the blow. Groin punch, hip block, elbow to the gut. Uh-oh, up to the nose. No, you're not. Oh!
Gosh, he's making you look like such a fool.
He really is, but not for long. Oh, instep, no, not again. Oh, let go of me. Oh.
You two are so evenly matched. I don't know how one of you will get the upper hand.
You gotta remember, Jim, what we always have. The element of surprise. Oh!
Wow, baby.
You guys done? No arms or legs are basic. No arms or legs is. Oh my god! No arms or legs are basically how you We good? Yeah.
Touch it.
Oh.
The texture is interesting.
You want to try some, Maeve?
Dessert.
Harder!
Sneak preview. All right, everyone. Good times, good times. Now it's time for the final judge portion of the night, formal wear.
The formal wear portion will be worth 10% of the contestant's overall score. As the contestants showcase their evening wear, each will be escorted by a family member.
Each contestant has recorded a letter to their family that will be played while they're being escorted.
First, we have Alex Matot, escorted by his mother, Jill Matot.
Mom, thank you for being the most caring and understanding person I know. I cannot thank you enough, however, for putting up with all of the shenanigans I've thrown at you the past few years. No matter how big I get, I'll always be your baby boy. Dad, thank you for showing me both the importance of working hard in everything I do and the importance of having a good time while doing it. I value all of the life lessons you've taught me and look forward to many more. Zach, you were like a brother to me. Although you were the biggest dork I know, you always know how to make me laugh. Good luck next year, bud.
Thank you, Alex and Miss Matot. You both look lovely tonight. Next, we have Chase Johnson, escorted by her brother, Austin Johnson.
Dad, thanks for giving me your competitive drive. It has pushed me to work hard and do my best. Mom, thank you for your never-ending support and unconditional love for me. You're truly the best mom in the world. Austin, hanging out and creating music is one of my favorite things. You've given me confidence in my musical talents, and I'm so grateful for that. Mallory, your endless supply of happiness is contagious. Thanks for being such a joy. You're the older sister I always wanted. Whitney, your little smile lights up the room. You are loved beyond words and a precious gift from God to our family. Thanks for making me an aunt. Bryce, thanks for pushing me outside my comfort zone and getting me to try new things with you and your friends. It's helped me learn to be myself around others. Erica, they say the little sister looks up to the big sister, but truly I look up to you. Thanks for always brightening my day with your silly jokes and crazy dance moves. And to the rest of my family, thank you all for your support. I love you guys.
Thank you, Chase and Austin Johnson. What a sweet letter. Next, we have Aaron King, escorted by his mother, Joy King.
Mom, ladies and gentlemen, take a look. Doesn't she look gorgeous? Thank you, Mom. Thanks for always being my biggest fan and biggest supporter. You mean the world to me and spread joy to everyone you meet. Dad, I don't know what I'd do without you. You're the dude. You've always got my back and always know my schedule better than I do, and are always there with love and support whenever I need it and even when I don't. Thanks so much for everything you do. Josh, you're the role model that any little brother would hope to have. You've always been larger than life, but have also always been so humble and kind to everyone. You're a very special person. I'm so very grateful for you. You're the best, bro. To my grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and anyone else that I've had the pleasure of knowing, thank you all so much for shaping me into the person I am today.
Thank you, Aaron and Mrs. King. You both look great. Next, we have Andrea Herring, escorted by her father, Scott Herring.
Dear Mom, thank you for teaching me the value of following your dreams no matter what. It's so inspiring to see you work so hard towards what you want in life. I'm proud of you, Nurse Madre. Thank you for always supporting me and helping me through tough times. Dear Dad, thank you for constantly making me laugh even when I'm in the worst of moods. I love the time we spend together when Mom is working. It means so much to me to see how hard you work for our family, and I can't express how much I appreciate you supporting all of our dreams. And Maggie, I love our almost daily time talking, whether that be over FaceTime or text, even though we are states away. I'm so glad to have such an amazing big sister like you, and I can't wait to see what life has in store for you. Your enthusiasm for learning is a special trait that I admire dearly, although sometimes I think it's a little strange. I love you, Madre, Padre, and Sadre. Thank you for putting up with me.
Thank you, Andrea and Mr. Herring. What a thoughtful letter. Next, we have Parker Smith, escorted by his mother, Melanie Smith.
Dear Mom, you've been with me through everything, and I really wouldn't have been able to survive high school without you. You're the one who encouraged me to do choir my freshman year in the musical that year, and look who it's made me. I wouldn't be the same person without those experiences, and wouldn't be the same person without you. Thank you for your constant love and support for everything I do. While I may seem annoyed when you come to every single choir concert and pair me about something, I notice how much you care about me and who you want me to become. I love you, Mom. Dear Dad, throughout my life, you have always been a prime example of a good work ethic. I take note when you work long nights and get up early in the morning just to provide for us. But at the end of the week, you still find the energy and time to spend the weekend with your kids. I hope to be like you someday. Also, thank you for being interested in my various activities and telling me how proud you are of me. It means the world to me to hear that from you, and I hope I continue to make you proud. Dear Macy, I don't even know where to begin. I'm so glad that you've been a part of my life. I can always talk to you, and I know you will always understand, and you will always stand by me no matter what. As I leave on a church mission this summer for 2 years, the thought that makes me the saddest is not being here when you graduate and finish high school. But just remember that I will always be with you and constantly be praying for you. Love you to the moon and back, Mace.
That was beautiful. Thank you both. Next, we have Andy Damer, escorted by her father, Phil Damer.
Mom, Dad, and Sarah, thank you so much for being such a loving and supportive family. I owe a lot to you for my success, happiness, and who I am today. Every kid needs someone who believes in them, and looking back in my childhood, I'm glad to say I could always count on you. Even though I know Dad still sees me as 5 years old, it's weird to think that soon I won't be seeing you guys every day. I won't always be there to say it, but I love you and I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. You choir girls. Words can't describe how lucky I am you girls came into my life. Saying you're like sisters to me isn't enough to describe how much your friendship has meant to me and changed me for the better. I love you all so much. Leaving you next fall for school will be the hardest thing for me to do, but I wouldn't trade our memories for anything.
Thank you, Andy and Mr. Damer. You both look great. Next, we have Blake Coulthard, escorted by his mother, Mika Coulthard.
Mom, thank you so much for putting up with me all these years. I love you with all my heart. You're one of my best friends and you're always there to help me with any kind of problem I have, but we can also just sit down and make fun of Elise together too, which is awesome. I'll deny it after Oly Pageant, but I'll always be your little Bookie. Dad, whether we're on vacation or just playing Xbox, we always seem to have fun together. You've taught me how to work hard and especially how to keep the house clean, just how you like it. As much as we annoy each other, you're still one of my best friends. Elise, you've been my leader throughout my entire life, making me wear dresses, play pioneers with you, and even pull you on a sled as your reindeer. I've loved every adventure we've had together, and now we get to have one more at U of O. Natalie, we've definitely gotten closer this year, and it's going to be weird not seeing you. You're going to be the only Coulthard Sprague student, so hold down the fort and keep the reputation alive. Caroline, you're basically a mini-me, and it's the most annoyingly awesome thing ever. We get on each other's nerves all the time, but we make each other laugh more than anyone else knows how. To my whole family, I love you all, and I can't wait for more memories to come.
That was so sweet. Thank you both. Next, we have Shelby Alexander, escorted by her father, Coy Alexander.
Dear Mom, even from when I was little, you've been my idol and my role model. You put everybody before yourself, and your selflessness is a characteristic that doesn't go unnoticed, especially when I need you to sign a permission slip at school that I forgot to take home the night before. You're everything I aspire to be in life, and I'm so beyond blessed to be given such an outstanding mom who's not only the most caring person you'll ever meet, but also one of the most kind. Love you, Mom. Dear Dad, thank you for being the most hilarious person I've ever met. You've never failed to put a smile on my face regardless of the day I'm having. I'm so thankful to have learned your kind of humor because I personally think we're hilarious together. You're the most amazing dad I could ever hope for, and I'm so thankful to have such a strong and selfless figure in my life, and I don't think I can thank you enough for always being there for me. Love you, Daddy-O. Dear Nick, bro, broski, brother, whatever name I decide to call you in the moment, thanks for being my best friend. Growing up with you by my side has been an absolute blessing, and I'm so excited to see the amazing things you do at Corbin. You never fail to make me laugh, and we always have the best jam sessions in the car. I'm so thankful to call you my brother. Love you, Nick.
Thank you, Shelby and Mr. Alexander. You both look lovely tonight. Next, we have Tanner Sorensen, escorted by his mother, Tanya Sorensen.
Dear Mom, thank you so much for all the times you've bent over backwards to save my forgetful butt or to just make life easier. Thank you for all the hours spent at choir concerts or endless sporting events. And one of the most important things you taught me was how to go the extra mile while still expecting nothing in return. I love you so much, and thank you. Dad, thank you for setting such an amazing example of a man I hope to someday replicate. Thanks to you, I know I want to be a finisher, a provider, and again, a finisher. Also, I want to finish things. Just kidding, but really, I'm going to be a finisher. Thank you for always being in the stands for me to look to when I need to relax. And Carrie, Kelsey, and Kaylee, thanks for all the late night talks about girls and all the times we spent 30 minutes pretending to get ready for bed when we were really just goofing around. And thanks for teaching me that Dairy Queen really does help when you get your heart broken at the 8th grade dance. I love all of you and thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Tanner and Mrs. Sorensen. You both look wonderful. Next, we have Erica Harrison, escorted by her grandfather, James Watts.
Number 1 on my list and number 1 in my heart is my cat, Dvorak. You're the best little black fluff ball, even if you love Papa more than you love me. I seriously cannot imagine how I'm going to function next year without a cat. Next, Mom. Thank you for always encouraging me to be my own person and letting me become who I want to be. I know you don't like taking credit for my successes, but I owe a lot to you and you should know that. Ty. I don't think any two people could be as different as we are, but hey, I love you anyway. To all my friends whose names would take more than my allotted 45 seconds to list, I love you all so much and will try as hard as I can to stay in touch with all of you, even when I'm thousands of miles away. Lastly, Papa, there's no one I'd rather have next to me right now or at any point in my life. You're honestly the most kind, selfless, and hardworking person I know, and I hope to be a fraction of the person you are one day. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Erica and Mr. Watts. That was very sweet. Next up, we have Austin Kleinman, escorted by his mother, Melinda Kleinman.
Dear Mom, I can't possibly begin to thank you enough for the countless sporting events, stupid activities, and everything else that you've been to for me. You have not only told me and taught me what I should do, but you have also led by example through perseverance and shown me how to have fun while still working hard. You have been the light of my world, and you have been a beacon that has guided me through many choices and many different trials I've gone through. You have shown me what I want my life to be and what to expect and how to work hard for what I want. I can't ever fully expect to even begin to repay you, except maybe when you're old and senile. You always told us when we were younger that you were a super mom and the #1 mom in the world, and we always shrugged it off and laughed at you. But now I know you really are. Dear Dad, thank you for always being there to coach me and teach me even when I didn't want to listen, and for helping me become the man I am today. Your example and your strength that you have shown me will always be in my mind and will serve as a guide to me throughout the rest of my life and what I want to become. If I can even become half the man you are, I will be satisfied with my life.
Thank you, Austin and Mrs. Kleinman. You both look great. Our last formal wear contestant for the night is Brittany Covington, escorted by her father, Ed Covington.
From the beginning of Oly Pageant, I set out a goal to reach out and connect with the community. With that, I owe a huge thank you to Mark and Karen Green from River City Rock Academy, who not only helped me run a benefit concert, but were the most enthusiastic people I fundraised with, and taught and helped me so much with having a successful fundraiser. They showed they care as much as I do, and for that they deserve a huge thank you. I also couldn't have been successful without my best friend, my dad. He helped me with all the technicalities of networking and such, but more importantly, he supported me and kept me from having a breakdown the whole time. All of you have made this possible to be my best high school memory, and I wouldn't trade my experience with Oly Pageant for the world, and no amount of thank yous could ever cover that.
Thank you, Brittany and Mr. Covington. That concludes the formal wear portion of the night. Let's get one last round of applause for our contestants and their lovely escorts as they exit the stage.
While the contestant scores are being tabulated, we'd like to welcome Natalia Perez, our judge coordinator, to the stage to talk about what the winning contestants and judges will be receiving and the businesses that donated to the baskets. Please welcome Natalia.
Thank you to the Salem community businesses who generously donated to Oly Pageant this year. Specifically, I would like to thank Bookbin, Limeberry, and Firehouse Subs in their contribution to the judges and winning contestants' gift baskets. Mr. and Miss Olympian will be receiving gift cards to Limeberry, Firehouse Subs, Starbucks, Qdoba, Mod, 2 Regal movie tickets, a throw, tumbler filled with chocolates, and all contestants will be presented with mugs from Beth Hope.
Thank you, Natalia. Along with Matthew Sears, who unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, Natalia was in charge of finding our incredible judges for the pageant, in addition to putting together the baskets for the judges and the winners. Oly Pageant takes an incredible amount of work and dedication, and the scope of that effort goes far beyond just the coordinators and contestants.
We'd like to give a special thank you to Battle Creek Courthouse, John Upchurch Photography, and we also want to recognize every parent, student, teacher, business, and community member that has contributed in our efforts for fundraising for Dornbecker. Thank you to Evan Lawson for doing all of the accounting for our fundraisers and donations this year, Mrs. Burleson and Ms. Church for tabulating the contestant scores, Brooke Slater and Casey Isham for choreographing our dance, Britton Hemmert for filming and editing our video, Hayden Cole for putting together our slideshow, Melinda Kleinman, Suzette Alexander, and Greg King for helping us with the auction. We'd also owe a huge thank you to the Sprague Tech crew, Victoria Odell, Julia Jensen, Bailey Clark, Christina Bailey, Hannah Houndul, and Summer Grimes, without whom tonight's show would not have been possible.
At this time, we ask that all the contestants come back on stage. Before we announce our winners, we'd like to announce how much money we have all raised collectively this year. Our total this year exceeds $54,000.
We'd now like to invite Beth Hope back on stage to gift our contestants.
Drum roll, please. Long drum roll, long, keep it going.
You can drum roll louder than that, we all know. This middle section is carrying the entire drum roll. A little bit more, a little bit more. It's not that hard, all you have to do is clap your legs. It takes two to make a thing go right.
Okay, now for the actual drum roll. Let's get it going. There's not. And now, your 2017 Mr. Olympian is Aaron King.
And now, without further ado, your 2017 Miss Olympian is Chase Johnson. Now, the contestants will remain on stage for 5 minutes or so to take group photos, and after that, we'll meet everyone in the lobby.
Thank you all again for being such an amazing audience. We hope to see you again next year. Thank you and good night.
Click, click.